Happy Tuesday, everybody. Thanks for coming. We have practice today. It's our, what week of practice is this? 4th, 5th? But we have a game next week, so we're getting ready. We're getting excited for that. Questions?
What does this week of practice kind of look like for you guys?
Yeah, just trying to get a little more of kind of special situation installed. Whether it's working on if teams press us, if teams zone us, if we want to do any of that, just kind of working on more of those situations and just making sure we're sharp on our conditioning and we're sharp offensively, defensively, and just more or less fine-tuning the things we've been working on, and then also trying to be prepared for anything that might come up as we start to get into games here.
Is it kind of like the lead up now, kind of starting to prepare to get ready for a game? Is that kind of different as a coach now than it was as a player?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm excited for games because in the WNBA, we practice for 2 weeks and then we play. And if you're overseas, it might even be less, and then you play. So I'm excited. It's been a really fun coaching practice, and I think it'll be even more fun coaching games. So I know our players are excited, and that's why you work so hard in practice to make the games fun and to make them as prepared as possible for the games. So I'm looking forward to it.
How are you feeling about the conditioning at this point, especially for freshmen who maybe have to make the biggest jump?
Yeah, we're still getting there. We're still getting there. It's been improving. I will say that it's been really improving to get to the point of a 40-minute game. We'll see how our rotations do, and kind of we'll have to see how we go with that as we get into our first games and see where we're at once you get it. Because live action is always different than practice as well. So I feel good, though. I feel like we've made strides. I feel like the freshmen especially have really come along, and they've been doing well and working hard and putting in lots of time, both lifting and cardio-wise. So I feel good about it, and I will say that there's been some good improvements.
Is it always hardest for freshmen to get to that point?
I know it was for me. That was always the hardest year by far of any of the years, because you're just not used to working at that pace. You're not used to working with that volume of days. And so I think the pace and the volume of what you're expected to do to be able to perform in the Big Ten or, against any of these teams where it's, you're in the weight room or there's conditioning, there's all those things that you're just not used to because you've never done it before. So I'm impressed with what we've been doing, though, as freshmen.
As you get ready to coach a game, how much preparation have you done just kind of get ready for the in-game adjustments you have to make and things like that?
Yeah, I think, I think for the most part in practice, I've tried to put our team and myself in those situations where, yesterday we did it. We're down 2 minutes to go. Okay, what do we have to do, and what are we going to run? And as I kind of start to see in practice how we run things and how we do, and maybe how teams are guarding us, I've tried to practice that to prepare. But until you go through it in a game, I guess I won't know for sure. But we've been practicing those situations quite a bit, which has been fun. It's one of my favorite parts of practice is kind of, in-game situations, adjustments, drawing up plays, all that, where you try to see and move people around to make it, as effective as a possession as you can have it for your team.
With a month or so as head coach already, so would you say where have you grown the most since you first started?
I'd probably say just organizing a practice and just getting in here to kind of see what we need to work on a day-to-day. And I think just having a clear goal every day and a clear mission, and then being able to execute it has been really fun, and it's been something that I think I've learned how to do a little bit better over this last month or so.
Do you see roles yet, like in game for your assistant coaches, like how the dynamics are going to work, or is that going to be a work?
Yeah, somewhat from some of from the open scrimmage that we had, and just in practice too. Kind of when we get into game situations, who's comfortable doing what and who's kind of everybody's just willing to do everything at this point. Everybody's really excited and ready to go, so everybody just wants to do what they can to make it successful. So. But I think that's another thing as in-game as we go. We'll be able to kind of see what's working and adjust on that. But, yeah, so far it's been great.
How's Hubbard doing?
She's good.
Mandy well,
Yeah.
everything went well with the surgery?
Yeah, everything went well. So yeah, she's just healing and working with the trainers, strength coach. So you know, other than that, not much of an update. It's, I'm trying to think, maybe 2 weeks. It's been maybe, I don't even know if it's been 2 weeks. So yeah, but she's around. She's smiling. She's at practice. She's a great kid. So.
How do assistant coaches kind of help you when you're in game, like from the bench, like whether it's talking to players who come from the bench, like what?
Yeah,
what kind of roles
they're down here. I'm kind of overseeing kind of what's happening on the court, and then when people are coming out, they're telling what they saw, what they can work on, what they did good, all the feedback, and then, you know, at certain points you're not, you know, hey, she needs to come out. She looks like she's she looks like she's tired, things like that. Hey, we should run this play. It's nice to have a lot of set of eyes that are watching the game and seeing that I think we could score on this play or this or whatever it is. So so all those type of things so far have been really good. All right. Thanks, everybody.